and he didn't want me in the wedding, or I wasn't his best man. So what am I to do? I was hurt.
Yeah, but you would have disrupted his wedding over it?
Oh yes.
He shouldn't have got an invitation. Time to put this thing to bed. Do you want a relationship with your brother that involves his wife? Do you think you can accept it from him? It's 10 years later. Why did you bother to come to court if you didn't want to reconcile with your brother? This is the moment of truth.
Today I would like to sue my brother Ed over here for $1,000 for ruining my wedding. And the issue that I had...
Ruining your wedding?
Ruining my wedding.
All right. And when was this?
This was scheduled for July 11th, 1995.
He ruined the wedding, what, 13 years ago?
Actually 10 years. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary July 18th that passed.
Okay, what was July 1995?
July 11th was the original date we were supposed to get married on.
Okay.
1998, excuse me.
Okay, you said 95. Judge is listening now.
Please excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, 98.
There we go, okay.
Excuse me, babe, I'm sorry.
So
let me tell you, number one thing you need to know your wedding day.
I definitely do. I'm a little nervous. This is my older brother here, and you know what? I'm glad to get down to the bottom of this.
We're going back a decade.
Sure.
Do you think he purposefully tried to ruin the wedding?
Yes, I do.
All right, tell me some ways in which you feel.
Sure.
Where did the $1,000 come from? Let's deal with that first.
Okay, the $1,000, as far as in the planning of the wedding, we sent out invitations. My wife has purchased a custom dress, bridesmaid's dress, cake, hall, so forth like that. After the information got back to my brother that he wasn't invited nor going to be in the wedding.
Now wait, hold on.
Sure.
Why wouldn't you invite your brother? Now, wasn't he your best friend?
Yes.
Why wasn't he your best man?
Take you back, Your Honor.
Yeah, take me back a little bit more.
Not a problem at all. My wife, her 16th birthday. I was invited. I was her boyfriend at the time. My
so
brother,
you've been going together since you were 16?
From day one. We hooked up. She was 14. I was 15.
All right.
Okay. And her 16th birthday, this was a big deal to her and her family.
Now, you are a Hispanic American?
Yes.
All right. Was that had something to do with it?
Yes, it did.
Okay, I'm going to get to that. I figured that. Go ahead. All right. So you've been dating since you were 14.
I was
Rebecca?
15.
Yes.
All right. All right.
And I was 15.
Okay.
And 16th birthday, this is a big deal for her and her family. She invites me over, her friends, a couple of my friends as well. My brother shows up at her birthday party, tearing rubber in the street, more so calling me to come out to speak with him in the street. And when I told him that, hey, this is what I choose to do, the person I'm going to be with right now, he started calling me all kind of profanities and cussing and so forth, and tears off down the street. Now, as I give you this example on the 16th birthday, there's multiple of other examples.
So that was the starting point.
Exactly.
Now, when I looked at her, and she's a beautiful young lady, and I asked her, was she a Hispanic American? She said yes. I turned to you and said, was this one of the reasons? And you didn't like that?
I'm against interracial marriages.
I see. Yeah. So that's what happened.
Yes.
What? That is insane. Against interracial marriages? Holy moly.
But at that time, they were just dating.
Yes.
Why are you against interracial marriage?
I just don't believe him.
Really?
For my own reason, I don't believe him.
Well, it's been 10 years later.
Yeah.
Did you have a conversation when he was 6? Because they were dating first, right?
Yes.
All right. And
me and my little brother, we were real close. Coming up as kids,
All right.
riding
Now,
bikes.
what's the age? There's 3 years age difference.
Yes.
You're the big brother.
Yes.
You're 34, so you're a young guy, right?
Yes.
You married yet?
No.
Okay, I know you're not dating outside African American women, right?
No, I'm not.
We already know your view on that. And you know what? You're not the only person who feels like this. Because people all over this country feel like that.
Yes.
Why would you think, just based on race alone, folks shouldn't be able to marry or fall in love with who they want to, regardless of their color?
It's problems on the street, when you see a white or a black couple together, or Mexican and black, or whatever, the other race seems to, get mad, like, for example, Hispanics. They see him with her, that's a problem.
Okay.
Ask him about, how many times, he had different episodes, with.
There's been several episodes. I mean,
Sure,
I've been in
but
different...
he doesn't care about that because love transcends that, right?
By far.
But that's
Hey,
not
that could be
the
dangerous.
answer, though.
That could be dangerous.
Okay.
And another thing,
It's something in your heart, though. Come on now,
She stole
Evan.
my little brother. In high school, it turned like, the blacks turned Bloods and Crips, and the Hispanics, they turned, the Cholos, the Essays, whatever you want to call them. And I didn't go that route, but they killed my best friend.
Okay.
When we were in 12th grade.
All right.
And, they shot at us, and
But you know what you're
chased
trying
us
to do?
and the whole 9 yards.
Edward, listen to me, but I'm
Yes.
going to get to something else you said.
Yes.
That she took your brother from you.
Yes.
You know you can't hold a whole race of people. Think
Yes.
about what you're saying now.
Oh, yeah.
For the actions of some other folk.
Yes.
We're bigger than that in this country,
Yes.
right? You don't
Seems that
believe
way,
it?
yeah, seems that way.
Sure we are. We're bigger than that in this country.
Yeah.
You know that we are. got to get past that, honey. You don't want to be in that category of those small-minded people in America who just can't see that it's a new day in America. You understand what I mean? You let that pain go about your friend, and you open your sights, because that might be hindering you in your life. But I think a lot more was going on. I think, and I don't know where it's coming from, but there was a little jealousy going on somewhere. Could I be right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, both of you said it.
Yeah.
You think he's jealous of you?
I think he is.
You think
jealous
he was
of you?
jealous of you?
Man, I think you are.
Man.
Okay, let's go on and get this out. All right? How is your brother jealous of you? Because you got the pretty girl?
Well, Your Honor, I'll go even a little further. I believe, I have the pretty girl, and also as well, younger brother to older brother, I looked up to this guy. I mean, we share the same tattoo. And he's right. A lot of things I know in life, I learned from him watching, even though it wasn't right, some of the stuff. But for example, I used to always look at him and say, this is how I want to be. I want my body to look like him, or I want to be thin like Ed. We used to tease him and call him Ethiopian Eddie. Now, on the flip side of it,
Oh, man.
I grew up that fat kid swimming in the pool with my
You have
t-shirt
any,
on.
how much you weigh?
My heaviest weight that I got up to was
You got some pictures for me?
Yes, Your
Because I
Honor,
knew
I did.
that was an issue.
I
It
got
used
up-
to be, how much did you weigh?
I got up to 415 pounds in a size 52 pants, Your Honor.
How old were you when you were 400 pounds?
At the age of 25. And
You married him, Rebecca, at 400 pounds?
Yes.
as a
Come
matter
on,
of fact,
stand
Your
up
Honor,
here, next to your man now. So, Rebecca, you married him when he was 400 pounds.
He actually, he wasn't up there that much, but he was getting up there, yes.
Your Honor, we were together at 14, 15, so I was heavy then, and I just kept gaining weight as the years
I would
went
say
on.
with my first pregnancy, he gained probably more than I. So,
Was a hard labor, wasn't it?
It was real hard.
Well, you're definitely not 400 pounds now. We want to know how you lost it.
I had the procedure gastric bypass.
You did?
And after doing that, I really took a hold of my own life, and I started working out, doing it the right way. So far, I've lost over 200 pounds, no plastic surgery, no cosmetic surgery, and I feel great. Now, my issue, I've never once heard my brother say, hey, man, good job. You know, and that hurts.
Well,
Hey, you're flashy now. You know, now you lost all the weight. You know, you want to show off your little muscles and, you know, so on and so on. You know.
Even with that being so, I mean,
Hey, you're a different person.
I agree, but man, you're still my big brother.
Yeah.
And I mean, I want you to be my big brother.
what I'm trying to figure out, what did he do, Rebecca, that was so awful? And this is very common, where a sibling or somebody in the family is told they can't come to the wedding. It's a very hurtful thing. Ever were you hurt by it?
Oh, of course.
What did he do that would warrant such an outrageous kind of step on your part?
with my 16th birthday, that
No,
one
no, with the
incident-
wedding, because
with
that's
the
why
wedding,
we're here.
With the wedding, he had said that he was going to disrupt it whenever the pastor had asked if these two should not be joined, or I guess
Does
they
anyone
say,
interrupt, or-
does anyone object to these two
No,
being
you weren't.
joined?
Hey, Your Honor.
And they said, his whole family had said, and I
Does
had
anyone
no-
have cause why this couple should not be joined in holy matrimony?
Exactly.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
And I
You
got
know what? We don't even use that anymore when you marry folk. Because the crazy people who just stand up and say anything. Edward, would you have done that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Your
I
Honor.
really,
Why?
honestly,
Your Honor.
On what basis?
Your Honor. I don't know if you have any siblings or anything like that. That's my little brother, and I would expect to be his best man. And he didn't want me in the wedding, or, you know, I wasn't his best man. So what am I to do? I was hurt.
Yeah, I know
I was
that.
hurt behind it.
Yeah, but you would have disrupted his wedding over it?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, he shouldn't have got an invitation.
Well, Your Honor, as this information got back to me, I did not want to go through the embarrassment.
So you canceled the wedding.
We canceled everything. And
I
with
see.
with canceling it so soon, we were not able to get some money back, like on the deposits, the dress. As a matter of fact, Your Honor, we had people show up to the actual church
Yeah.
the day of July 11th looking for the ceremony.
What is the relationship like now? Rebecca, do you have a relationship with your brother-in-law?
it's distance. It's, you know, I stay neutral. I mean, I honestly believe I grew up in a close family, so I believe blood is thicker than water. However, I've been around for 15 years. I have 4 children that carry his same last
Your
name.
Honor. Our relationship
So-
has been real rocky since, you know, day one.
Do you,
What?
your nieces and nephews, how do you feel about them?
Oh, I love them.
You do?
I love all of them, yes.
All right, here we are, fast forward 10 years later from the wedding. They had to elope and go to Las Vegas. There's only one wedding she would have. She
Your Honor.
missed out on that. Listen to me now,
Yes.
Edward. Your brother is slamming now. He's lost weight. Looking like you the jealous one now. I'm just telling you. I don't know either one of you, but you know Judge is trying to speak truth.
I agree with her, by the way.
What?
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Shante,
sorry.
for you agreeing with me.
So sorry.
But either way, it's time for us to let some of this go. When you were the brother, I know you felt left out. But that racist attitude that you have has gotten you to the point that now you're all left all alone. Because that's really foolishness. And I call it a racist attitude because your brother can fall in love with who he wants. And they look like they have a good thing going. They have 4 kids. You have to respect other people. You didn't lose your brother. You could have gained a sister. if you could open up your mind about that. Now, I do understand that you losing your friend had an effect on you. But now you're 34 years old. What you give to this world is what you get back. If you give a closed-minded, racist view of this world, that's what everything is going to come back to you. Once you open up your mind, you'll watch and see, you'll end up with a beautiful wife and a wonderful family. But there is no bond like a brother's bond. You were your brother's keeper.
Yeah.
And then when another woman came along, you had a hard time with it. But man, you're 34 years old. It's time to grow up.
Hey, Your Honor, that was in the past.
So how, y'all
We're
talking
talking
now?
about now. No, we're not talking now.
Okay, well then how is that in the past?
That stuff he's talking about, that's in the past.
Do you want a relationship with your brother that involves his wife?
I could try. I could honestly try. That's the best answer I really could give.
Well, for you, I think that's a long way.
Yeah.
If you really feel in your heart
Yeah. I could try.
that you can try,
Yeah.
that's the best that I can do. Man, you're living in the dark ages. And you gotta let those racist attitudes of yours go so you can move forward.
Yeah,
Can y'all at least shake hands on it?
It's hard, you know.
It's hard. I know it's hard. It's hard if you want to let it hard. We choose how we think. We choose how we act. You can choose to be more open-minded. He's been with her for 10 years. It's all about respect. Do you think maybe you could shake hands and think that maybe you could try to move forward, or you don't have it in you to do it? Do you think you can accept it from him?
I'm hurt.
I understand that.
All my wedding stuff has
Hey,
July
you're not-
11th
Listen
on it,
to
but
me,
I
honey.
ain't
you're not
getting
the
it.
only- you're not the only one hurt.
Listen, it's 10 years later. Why did you bother to come to court if you didn't want to reconcile with your brother? This is the moment of truth.
Yes.
We've been talking about Edward, but it's a two-way street. He can't forgive on his own. You're going to have to let it go. Do you know what it took for him to come in court and be honest about his feelings, knowing that he has to go out of this courtroom and people are going to make judgments about him? It's an opportunity for a teachable moment.
Right.
And I've shared with him that he shouldn't live his life like this. Now, you got to meet him halfway. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. Rebecca, do you agree with me?
I agree with you.
It goes both ways, sweetheart. Let it go. Can you meet him halfway? Can we at least start with a shake or a hug? Can we do something? Now, I'm going to tell you like this. With regard to the legal issue, the contract in this state is such that you have on an oral agreement, which is what it is that he ruined your wedding. It's a 2-year statute of limitation. It's been 10 years, so the statute of limitation has passed. And therefore, you're not going to be able to get your award. But I think you're leaving here with something far greater. It's just a chance, and that's all I could give you, is to open the door to give you a chance. Let the past be the past, and let it stop holding you all hostage so that you can move forward and be the brothers that God intended for you all to be. All right? All right, I find in favor of the defendant, case is adjourned.
All rise.
That is a heavy situation. You know, when you have a sibling that is so close-minded that he doesn't even support your marriage, and he has a very successful marriage. 4 kids, they've been married for 10 years, and they have been together since they were teenagers. That is a success. And they look healthy, they're happy. You have to support that. And I really hope that the brother, changes his mind and grows and learns to be a better person so then he himself can be happy. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Love ya.